And the game. And I no pay yeah. And I no pay. Oh, Sadio Mane. Between 60-70% of Nipa I was Senegal. I say on free Liverpool. Into all free Liverpool. Wow.
He's a community man. Ne papa be no. You know, original park so be bobo ne be catch and say ne papa wu. Also anye ni. Later he realized the story was true. Until Bob Bra could do baby no. Also spent $693,000 to build a hospital for his homeland. Do you know? Or say ohia bro and na bubu ni area ne community now free no.
Ya kutrushi.
Enti Sadio Mane baby a Bob Bra dey do. He has the FA Cup, he has the Carabao Cup, he has the EPL title, he has the UEFA Champions League. So who did the top 10 earners in the Liverpool setup, he's not part. Or £100,000 a week. Unless Osley-Chamberlain mo born or mumo bi a few almost that so Liverpool no earns better than him. And then you leave the stage when the applause are very high. And the baby Sadio Mane a born bo Liverpool aba drui. Say okwa obi a be born in sema mano. Eni kwa so ohwia akotena ti onya bi mo no akase okọ. Nti January Sadio Mane se okwa. Na ni kromfo no say omo support no nti onkwa. I totally agree because wahwe ni buchi aho and ode born bra. Baby a wadu there or about 2-3 years ode be boy European top league to earn money. Na £100,000 there. Onya bi no there si hospital bill amani area. He needs money. Nti for me apart from the populace that are in full support. I've heard that the president of Senegal, Kwame Nakasa, say, "Oh, move you." Mane feels a boy also within the Liverpool setup. Onya, Sike also onya because of Libya. She has been forced to play the false 9 role. The question you ask yourself is that are they pushing him out? Is he comfortable leading the lines? The Sadio Mane that you know from Southampton, that you know from the Senegal national team, that you know from Liverpool and the first in obey instant hit, you know. A forward liner leading the line as an arrowhead, playing as a false 9. A bebo anana. Intini na ye kwan a Sadio Mane, you know, he feels unhappy with Liverpool. Uhie sika na omo ji £200,000, £250,000 Premier League no be anche Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
He deserves better. And no near dear Dinwa, I'm gonna decide to be moved from a Liverpool. No, I be a Kusinaka.
This is Casemno, Omoye, Mana, and Covetra.
You know, Sadio Mane is yes, almost Sadio Mane £400,000 a week he will stay. Oman £350,000 a week he will stay. He deserved that. He deserved that. Until I may say, Ubia Refi Chimbale, Waneka Chimbale. It is James Manor earns more than him. Naby Keita earns more than him. You are talking about one of the best players in the game, not Liverpool alone. One of the best players in the game, one of the standout players in the best league in the game, and a consistent player for both national team and his respective team. A top performer, at any level he is proving. You know, that is the person that we're talking about. The Ebeka say, "Oh, need the marketing viability like Paul Pogba. Oh, need the marketing viability like Cristiano Ronaldo." But the reality is that idea you hear from a footballer on the field of play, you get that from Sadio Mane. Did you know the performance then the brawa ball within the Liverpool setup? No, Abrante is a fata. So almost more respecting, no respecting ye. So free Kromha. Sadio Mane worshiping ye. He's not respected, and we decide to move on. I totally agree with him.
He's certain, Bayern and PSG.
Bayern, I declared only 30 million euros.
Okay.
And neighbor, and I decided to say, the bonuses no more here from 5 million euros to 10 million euros. No more, man. On one case, the obedient wiki there. But they are looking beyond 250,000 euros a week, and probably 300 or probably 350 Sadio Mane in Bayern Munich. Bayern need players on the lines. So I show more era a PM here in the days of Ottoman Hatfield after winning the Champions League. ewo San Siro almost share Valencia on penalties now. Bayern team be or my body or my person they conquer Europe be they need wingers who are fluid, who are skillful, who are intelligent and has ability to score goals. Into Omunya Robin and Omunya Ribery Wembley and Omnisha Dortmund. The last time they beat PSG, they have Serge Gnabry and then Kingsley Coman. And the Serge Gnabry Janet Doom, Kingsley Coman coach now converting the neighbor a wing back. So the omo person omunya from Kingsley Coman omunya again. So of the Kingsley Coman now the Serge Gnabry now, Mane is an upgrade over the two. Into omo person omo compete because against Villarreal, a defensive sided side that needs a winger to tour the flanks to unlock the defense of Raul Abio and Pau Torres. They will need money to unlock any opponent defense next season in the Champions League. And in the absence of Robert Lewandowski, they will tip Thomas Müller to lead the lines. So Thomas Müller lead the lines now. Who is going to be the greatest spark behind Thomas Müller? They have that in Sadio Mane. And I totally agree Bayern should go for him.
General, I also think that what follow discussion so far, clear Mane wants to leave. And it is clear
60% to 70% of Senegalese people want me to leave.
Yeah.
I'll do what they want.
Yes.
We'll soon see.
Waka
I'll do what they want.
Yes.
Yes.
Oma akoye pool. Obeka ahead of the Champions League final. And Omubisa no say, is he staying or going? And all the two that say, after the Champions League final, Obemo Bia de Omu Peti and Obeka Momati. Your ball final ni we Liverpool lose you know. And was so a journalist. Wanka or Umanya na misano. And they were quite ni krum ahead of a game for the Senegal national team at the press conference. And Omubisa the same way. And I say, send your money now more social media. Means social media or me money me hobby. Other mean kayana see Senegal for a pool about 60 to 70% for SA. Me money me feel Liverpool. Nadia and Crawford and Senegal for can I know na me. So indirectly, he's told everybody that I want to leave. Where he will go to is another thing. My GM said, dear Robert Lewandowski, Kika, Bayern Munich, and it looks like Lewandowski would also want to leave. Because if he's scared, I'm trying to say, Bia, or Bayern, or Liverpool, no, or shall be Shadum, I say, like Obisun Sumakatano, so, like Salah, and now Virgil van Dijk, into recognition of Penunya. So, Bayern Munich, no, to Lewandowski, I'm sure he will still struggle for that fame. But clear say, at his age, football, they are no more planning. Mane is 30 now. For all you know, he could be more than 30. And to him, says around this time, and na so bargainia jiska or bejisike ye. So man who 1-2 years obey like in the value in the from gra. Look, technically, you can't blame Liverpool. Say Alessio Zalen Chamberlain, no Salah, no Jedo. You can't blame them. Because almost signed from Southampton at that time the OG and any value. Since then, on renew the contract, Abrochre in Pempi, ye better work at him, a bra will renew contract. No way a new bargain, what bebo, what boy drew baby, a fair dear who's our level no dear Tierney, it's okay. And I may stand a contract in 2 years, 1 year. Now you negotiating an increase of salary no. But Mane has turned down the opportunities at Liverpool, their man to say, on be renewing the contract and it's Sikano, or Mapeja could do baby and any modern mono. So technically, it's difficult to blame Liverpool, say OG Sikana, and the OG Awimwa, just an Nabicata Munano, AGB no. But I think clear he wants to leave. The people says he should leave. He wants to do what the people want, and he will definitely leave.
Drop us St. Mary's Hospital and away every good morning, sir, and your ever reliable crew. France national team should back up. How can you lose with this squad? Per the situation now, I think Barcelona we should sell the club in order to get enough amount to buy new players. Otherwise, team no begu. Laboni Daniel Quadratus. What do we about?
I
think Barcelona we should sell the club.
Talk club no can find 2 players. Wow.
Club no aton. Onyeska. Was me pesca ko adia yetim ni. Asemi Labone odwin we. Now throw it.
Maybe I write up no mistake.
No, they no mistake.
Yeah, mistake. What flooding down?
She said the club. So when you scan that,
I
I say okay, engine how now so ton can and now that engine papa.
Emotions.
The body where your heart open or do one brain. Okay. Your life at Liverpool with Sadio Mane. It may affect you.
I don't think so. Okay. You know, I don't think so. My reason is simple. So what should Jurgen Klopp? The moment who say Pep Guardiola and so changing the style, no, he will need front line and depth in attack to compete. No, to decide to go by that line. And to look at the City team, in as much as different profile, different roles, they have Raheem Sterling, they have Riyad Mahrez, they have Bernardo Silva, they have Phil Foden, they have Gabriel Jesus, they have Jack Grealish. So up front, ultimate change BBR and Obehu Mahrez and Obehu Jesus. The next day you will see Phil Foden. The next day Obehu Raheem Sterling, Obehu Jesus, you will see Grealish. So the Sapepe pen up Jurgen Klopp to decide to for a front five. Okofa Diego Jota by. Injis ha Abranti FL Roberto Firmino and he brought the Colombian international Luis Diaz. So what show team here? The moment Mane was pushed to lead the line, it just said the position or the role no Abranti FL Luis Diaz are occupied. Only the class, only the experience, only the ability to topple defenders are on what that level like Mane Beye. But with the glimpses of the quality now was showing in the Premier League, you know, it looks as if he's giving the full season. Luis Diaz will live up to 8 billion. Diego Jota, every Wolverhampton buy, you know, he's not flamboyant and on need that quality like Sadio Mane. But within the Liverpool setup, he's proving now. So the lead lines now he can give them goals. Okay. So in the absence of Mane, when you have Salah, when you have Luis Diaz or Roberto Firmino or Abranti FN, Diego Jota, I don't think say Liverpool best of all be. They will miss Mane be. I think on my body team need to a certain level. Mane is a quality and upgrade over these guys, but I don't think say Omobe missing be based on how Jurgen Klopp is in the team. And one advantage for Jurgen Klopp is that most of the players almost feel Liverpool in recent times, no under him. Those players struggle. And Philippe Coutinho is a typical example. And Emre Can is a typical example. Gini Van Adam is a typical example. And all those players, in as much as unreplaceable technically, he has found a way to replace them. And there will be Ankai Gini Van Adam be at Liverpool. Nobody talks about Emre Can at Liverpool. Nobody talks about Philippe Coutinho until the last game on mobile against Aston Villa. And I'm saying Coutinho, where do you hear more? And some watch that crack for them. You know how Jurgen Klopp, how he builds the team and the baby of the team Abidra. What she team as our replacements or bencher. Okay. I don't think they will miss Sadio Mane.
Jurgen Klopp or say wherever Sadio Mane will play next season, he'll be a big player, definitely. Sadio is in the shape of his life, for sure. Brilliant shape. It is a joy to watch him. We ask of him a lot this season. Football asks of him a lot. Lot of finals. I couldn't care less in the moment. Jurgen Klopp. Okay. You have other stories.
Utie Klopp. This is will be our Jia to Mr. Brantiano. Or Freening. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm dealing with the international games.
Okay.
Now be the message about the French national team. So Obi, Edna baby see are not thinking about the World Cup. You are talking about France. But why are they thinking about the World Cup now? They are thinking about the World Cup because Hudu in 2002. No sir, Hudu now is likely to happen to them this time.
Hudu
you know me cry ni chim fam ran say say mango ni chim can say.
Waka say wo
oh Hudu no you know ni chim na say me tree there me master. Now we dey amesi me kakra. Hudu no am fa well, what are the appropriate time me penny me and the aba. Do you know
HOO DOO our boy
David never say ya tree near the abeda.
Okay. Obi nim ni twi a onka ma ya me pe bisu. What the entwas.
Well, a case. Or some yes.
So okay.
Case in seven you can see Diabo. In Chi you can see Diabo.
And then send you no me.
me fan say no me. I fan say visa. Do you know in 2002 World Cup, France eba no. Now they were in the group of Denmark. The World Cup was played in Asia. They won the World Cup in France 98. In the group of Senegal, no more our Africa team in that group, no Senegal. In 2002, France and South Tunisia in that group. No more Denmark in that group. And it is likely they will have a team from CONMEBOL to be part of that group. It's a repetition of 2002 under Roger Lemaire. And a general, Omode Babi Pim Ewaha. Again, so person Sanji Kessben need to. It was a team that had Jibril Cisse, who has won the top scorer in France. That had David Trezeguet, who has won the top scorer in the Italian Serie A. And they have Thierry Henry Daniels, the top scorer in the EPL. And it's also France team now. They have the top scorer in the Ligue 1 in Kylian Mbappé. They have the top scorer in the Spanish La Liga in Karim Benzema. And Omode Babi Pim World Cup no. World Cup na yes na born Asia. Into France for will be they are thinking about how to qualify from that particular group.
Okay.
And only a baby as see the champions now. All no prepare teams towards that. The first hurdle is to qualify from the group. And two omunkwa atu Germany, atu Italy, atu Spain. Into why the bet to us amana yes na France the end they no is so it said the makanona. The sad aspect of the team is that coach decided to switch to a different planner that is so unfamiliar with the French national team. So we have Vicente the boss. So we have Marcello Lippi. So we have Openia and Penifua Omube coach here in Joachim Low. Omu nyina bebo World Cup the next World Cup omu free me in the group stage now. Adepa kone key to their failure was a friend loyalty. Loyalty, they say, players now ball tournaments, whether they had form or not, they decided to stick to them. In Tiabana Holland, the team not to Spain in the 2014 World Cup. No, now still more for GDS. Jeff Mubet me a control near a Spanish national team. No, when New Zealand were beating Italy in 2010, now people still thought Andri Pello and the lives can control the midfield for the Squadra Azuris. Abra South Korea, Germany, and no Mugo team. No. Na man for a fisa Tony Cruz to generate dum kakra. Na a big thing so mubetimi a catch up with their peers at the World Cup. Say no your France team ya. Almost switch ko trebaka. E be bia be show game bia won say they are struggling. Didier the champ so yeah something new. Nan ko this is the odeba be the 4 back or the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-4-2 variation or the by in the last World Cup no. Or person ye bibi sesa no. Unfortunately for him, the big guys no few of them are off form. It is a wash will be to say Lucas Hernandez. When you have a very good season with Bayern Munich, Julius Conde had a good season and very consistent for Sevilla. But what is the state of Rafael Varane at the heart of the three back? Varane form money to say. So Coco Kingsley Coman as a right wing backer. Coach FN Julian Nagelsmann did the same thing in Bayern Munich, but it is not working for Bayern. Obia who say Theo Hernandez and a very good form. Obviously, you need to reward him from the left back. Chouamani is all over the place and he name roast all the tongue. Everybody and there okay about a central midfield role. So you reward him. N'Golo Kante need form. Or AG injury hano. So how will you rely on N'Golo Kante now? You only need to manage his game for him. Kessben is on and off for Atletico Madrid, but they have a firepower in Kylian Mbappé and then Karim Benzema. Now she Karim Benzema fast she go na now kodo. Now it really tells you how time and seasons work for the world class number 9 now. Or the Nipa Miensa go from no ball the 2 at them, but Mbappé and Timmy live up to 8 billion before he was substituted. And the France at Nefielu for the first time in 6 years. Omu team no looks a bit disjointed. The team doesn't look consistent. Omu game no ntisa de kanen net ye na. Omu betimi ato so ye say ya and as a coach ne be switch akọ the back four. He's a World Cup winner and one of the players to win the World Cup as a player and win it as a coach. From the Juventus School of Football, you can't question his tactical knowledge so far as football is concerned. But you know, I was also son in Sano Kakra. No, not the best out of the materials available for France because World Cup, ye one of the favorites for this particular competition. But they should do things well in order to clear the case. I had almost in 2002. Yes, I could game no Asia view. Now, what do we be man?
No.
General, the next thing is the Belgium national team. Perennial and achievers. Now almost story yes, but you know, almost a story no. So it's quite interesting. She baby almost starts here from Michel Sablon. Now she come first about 2002 World Cup. Now she 10 years on the baby on my baby drune. From the semi-final of the 2018 World Cup, crushed by Italy in the last Euro at the knockout stages. And look at how they've been embarrassed at home against a transitional Netherlands team and Louis van Gaal. But the Belgium story, no, you know, I say, children and say, a baby, almost stars, you know, the big guys in there, almost age, and they've not been competitive in recent times. It's for our team, no. Coach your friend Roberto Martinez, but can't say that watch is long overdue. They should have sacked him way back. But still, did you almost obey him to buy baby based on the heroics and what he did for them in the 2018 World Cup. No, Muntimin, my woman, since 1986 for Mexico. But you know, your team no. So, Kobo Simo Menole imposed because Kotoa Nyamai after the Champions League. So, Kobo Boyata, so Kobo Toby Adavet, now Kobo Yam Vertogena. You have an old age players who are not competing at top level.
Said the Netherlands, FR, so at Belgium, no, na yetro Kessben television and Facebook, the YouTube now. Yeah.
Players in me and son watch and now more man more than and where is Toby Arabet? Where is Jan Vertoghen? Boyata don't obey or you play a bit me and rely. These three players at the back line and Nana. Into sharp front liners are more pace, or more skill, or more ability to run at defenders to say their men feed the pay. And if they were big wing, and runner, Belgium will suffer. As a vessel has suffered from injuries, so he hasn't been consistent. A potential world class beater, but only consistent because of his injuries. And it's a who no about here Thomas Munier, no about here Timothy Castana. Are these reliable wing backs capable of solidifying the back three? Now about back five and now Thomas Munier is okay, but at that international level you need top quality to be part of the setup. I don't think Timo Castan with that quality to join the back line or best solidify the back line. And in attack, you have Romelu Lukaku, who is thinking about moving from Chelsea. You have Eden Hazard. The obeti me catch Real Madrid supporters and say next season there's Oba be bought to say Hazard now out of sort, out of a color, and you cannot rely on Hazard again. KD Binkwana, that is Kevin De Bruyne. Until only Belgium will share, you find a way to play him out, you are good to go. And Nuni Ajuma, Virgil van Dijk, Durian Timbers, Nathaniel Ake, Denzel Dumfries, Dali Blend, Frankie Dion, the likes of David Klassen, Moyani in midfielder. Omutimishe team my friend in Belgium. Until Roberto Martinez or materials not available. But he should find a way to arrange his backline very well. And that's how the backline will about World Cup. It will be disaster for the Belgium national team. Okay. You know, big game ne na se bibia no hodia na me de manoasi. The old rivalry na se resort e was Stadio Renato di Ara. Italy any the German national team na di bom. And the two national teams ni nyina ba fem. Nti se wo ko o masem na story na nya de ete se de kan nka ye be kan ya biabiem ama story na ye de no. Germany fonu kogu o mo ani ma se in the at the World Cup omo be board the European Championship no. Omo ankrofo na omo ntimi ni omo mbo esa ba hye omo Wembley eyi omo frim. So hwe Italians so after winning the Euro general omo so omo ni magua so omo ntimi qualify for the World Cup. Na hwe kwa Argentina for the omo fa so na anu ya. Na che se woni hwe ka the Obeka said Roberto Mancini, you will still give him time to rebuild and come back. For the 54 years, no my friend Germany intimate Italy that until Jonas Hector penalty no boy Omdigi Italy free in the 2016 Euro. Out of the two teams, almost share World Cup 5 times. Italy Ashamiansa and AMB do draw. Almost biggest game on my ball. The game that was played at the Azteca Stadium in 1970 World Cup, the semi-final match. Italy Germany, the way Germany film, beating them by 4-3 at extra time. Almost team Brazil in the final, Brazil eshobo. And only almost biggest game on Diabo. But the Germany for the rain feeder, a game on boy in 2006 World Cup, where they thought Sen Como has to World Cup and Como Bay host and win. But Alessandro Del Piero's goal you almost free back Germany for so yeah. But almost pay it for the back well. When Italy normally a very good team to compete with Germany in the last but one era also in France. This time so I have two teams now. And now I buy and I'm a Germany team so I don't see Jesus Christ. Germany lack a bit of quality. They will need time and the Hansi Flick to rebuild. And that's also man no ya be mad opebia. But can you rely on Hoffman? Can you rely on Tiro Keller? Can you rely on Ram? Rudiger ni obi aka. Can you rely on Nicolas Sule? Tony Cruz now you can even rely on Tony Cruz now alone. Joshua Kimmich now very reliable. Leon Goretzka full of injuries. Timo Werner on and off for Chelsea. Serge Gnabry. You talk about Leroy Sané on and off, and you know Thomas Muller. In the Germany for no team no general. Ye be mo mumbre normal build. Fortunately for them, they will come to the World Cup. Italians they can only change the setup after being embarrassed by the Apeselisto of Argentina. Inti Bonucci be stay, Donnarumma be stay, but Spinazzola beba na Florence bebo, and also ni Pafo for beba. Sandro Tonelli be taking a position, or Nicola Barella, Jorginho will stay. And one more about Bisham Diabom, Lorenzo Pellegrini, Lucateri, or who? Chile Mobile is not back. It's a beba best Mamaka or Andri Bellotti or Raspadori in the Becca Lady lines. And only a Jim will be a Chester Roberto Mantini beating me. A old drive and almost say Shemukina or Stadio Renato di Ara. A call match, but an Guasia two Italians recently. They hope to turn the book, Najino Matimiania, a good results against Germany. Italy start as favorite, and I hope Sir Roberto Mancini will go away by a slim way.
Ralph Rangnick and so Aqua enjoy perfect debut.
Yeah.
On Austria.
Yeah.
And Croatia.
Yes.
3-0. Ralph Rangnick. You will be a comedy.
You know, I think that only is still all the headlines. Yeah, you know, will be as Ralph. I didn't mind you your case, Anna. Ralph, mind your case, Anna. The international game is clearly different. So when you have chance, actually Austria team nibi in the last era, who say how they stretch Italy to that particular far with Kevin Dalso and Anatovic. Will say with time they can do something. But the Croatia team, Sana yeka Italy ni yeka Germany, almost see one team under transition. No krani nyamiani ni oma enya de mo hu yehu no. It is not Vida, it is not Dejan Lovren, it is not Visako, it is not Kramaric. But where a more Croatia team yehu no, it is the engine room of their team. When they have Massimo Brozovic, where they have Matthew Kovacic, where they have Luka Modric and then the other player from Sevilla. You know, a whole more yehu. But whoever set up a Croatia team, whether in transition or being up there, you don't expect Austria to beat them. Until Austria you know, Rafranica dear, and with his first game at the international stage was sending a very good signal to the Austrians, so they can rely on him and whoever coming on board and any tournament available, you know, beating the IBB. The United Austria issue is a different thing, but to get 3 emphatic victory against a team that played in the final at the last World Cup, a team that have a better production line from Boban, Savicevic. You talk about Davusuka, Luka Modric, Edeba, Babisi, Mario Mandzukic, you know why are there. So I follow the Dynamo Zagreb Academy. Any players or more produce through the lines, they are Babisi Viasana. You give it to Rafranik. Say, oh my idea, so my team is a Croatia.
Let me show comment. Let me show comment Kakrebi and for so what is AC Milan or more any Juventus also keep put tabs on Christian policy. Yeah. As also not happy or Chelsea. On your playing time. Yeah, do you know? It will be able to make your money dinner cheaper. Sleep will be about do
you know our policies? In one of a game for his national team, US Rene about hat-trick, just after no conduct interview. And I'll say, on you happy because coach now on and man more minutes. No craning Yamiani so the advanced zone of the Chelsea setup. It has been rotational. Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, Christian Pulisic, Hakim Ziyech. The only consistent player team naturally. Now no actually, na coach actually say or no dear or a perfect position. Whoever set up a brand for the Mason Mount. Or no the only competitor. It's baby almost a team now be who the deal. Pulisic after that were given opportunities and he played very, very well. But in the last minute, and Koyi, you know, he 2 games now mobile against a team friend Real Madrid. Pulisic was off. In the final against Liverpool, So Romelu Lukaku free. The next person and then cause all battles to win that game was Christian Pulisic. Again, or says chances a ban winning now. Until your coach will not be happy with him. He's a very good player. Board there, didn't one way Christian Pulisic, a very good player, an established international indeed. US phone in Sinefem board on him. If I were to read Thomas Tuchel, I would not allow this player to leave. Because within all the players that I mentioned, GH, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, for me he's the best. So Owen Shepherd, he's the best. Okay. His only problem is injuries. And if Chelsea want to be competitive, because teams are more competing, or more deaf. The Liverpool team no na show more actually. The Manchester City team na show more actually. Chelsea needs same to compete with these two teams. And when you have a player that can change game for you in football, from the blast of the whistle, you can be on and off. And if you know Chelsea is an inconsistent team. Chelsea so they can win Champions League today. The following season they will be out of the group. No matter Europa. They can win the Premier League today. The following season they will be at the middle table team. But in the next season there will be no excuse for Thomas Tuchel in the Premier League. Obia Antias here for third position. Obia Antias here for a domestic trophyless. He need to win something. And if you want to win something, that's a likely say Marcos Alonso Beko, Rudiger Beko, Andrews Christiansen Beko, Cesar Spilicueta Beko. You don't sell your golden jewelry to your competitor.
All right.
Christian Pulisic must stay, and he needs to be given more time.
Richmond, who do we have to please?